Welcome to today's evening news wrap up. Let's dive into the top stories making headlines. Bill Maher criticized California's leadership for their handling of the Los Angeles wildfires, highlighting failures in preparedness and response. He pointed out issues such as inadequate water supply from hydrants and budget cuts affecting the fire department. Maher also took aim at identity politics and high taxes, arguing that the focus should be on practical solutions to prevent such disasters. The New York Times reported that six key individuals, including First Lady Jill Biden and Hunter Biden, were aware of Joe Biden's health issues and worked to cover them up. They managed his schedule and interactions to minimize public exposure to his frailty. Despite their efforts, Biden's health concerns have come to light as he prepares to leave office. Rappers Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross attended a pre inauguration Crypto Ball event despite their previous anti Trump sentiments. Snoop Dogg performed at the events while Rick Ross initially denied performing but was later seen on stage. The event held at the Andrew W. Mellon Auditorium in Washington, D.C., also featured notable attendees, including House Speaker Mike Johnson and various tech entrepreneurs. Charles Barkley criticized San Francisco, calling it rat infested and unsafe, and refused to attend the NBA All Star game there. He argued that leftist policies have led to the city's decline, making it dangerous and unlivable. Despite pushback from colleagues, Barkley stood by his negative assessment of the city. Comedian Adam Carolla believes the recent wildfires in California will lead to a reduction in regulatory red tape. He criticizes the focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, arguing that people prioritize having the best qualified individuals in critical roles like firefighting. Carolla is optimistic that the rebuilding process will inspire a regulatory renaissance as more people become aware of excessive government intervention. The U.S. government has suspended EcoHealth Alliance and its former president, Peter Daszak, for 5 years due to their involvement in risky gain of function research in Wuhan, China, which is believed to be the origin of COVID 19. The decision was based on findings by the House Oversight Committee, which highlighted the misuse of taxpayer funds and the potential threat to national security. This move is seen as a victory for American taxpayers and global safety. President, excuse me, President-elect Trump announced that he will likely grant TikTok a 90-day extension to avoid a ban, giving its Chinese parent company more time to sell the app. TikTok expressed disappointment in the Supreme Court's decision to uphold the ban unless the company sells by the deadline. Investor Kevin O'Leary has offered $20 billion dollars to buy TikTok, emphasizing the importance of selling it to an American syndicate. The Trump administration plans to begin large scale deportations, starting with a raid in Chicago targeting illegal immigrants with criminal backgrounds. The operation will involve 100 to 200 officers from Immigration and Customs Enforcement and is part of a broader strategy to target sanctuary cities. The administration aims to amplify its efforts through right leaning media outlets and has threatened to financially punish jurisdictions that do not cooperate. Due to recent changes in Maryland's use of force policy, several Maryland police departments will not assist Washington, D.C.'s Metropolitan Police Department with security for the 2025 presidential inauguration. Instead, these departments will support the United States Capitol Police. The policy changes have created legal concerns for Maryland officers operating under D.C.'s less strict use of force standards. A recent Rasmussen poll revealed that most voters are concerned about President-elect Donald Trump's safety at the inauguration, with 31% being very concerned. The poll indicates that 55% of voters are worried about his safety. South Fulton Georgia mayor Khalid Kamu, known as the first Black Lives Matter organizer elected to public office, is accused of misusing 26,000 in public funds for personal expenses, including a trip to Ghana. The allegations have sparked an investigation with city officials and residents demanding accountability. Kamu has not yet responded to the accusations. The Georgia Department of Agriculture and the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service have confirmed the presence of the H5N1 strain of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a commercial poultry operation in Albert County, Georgia. This is the first time the virus has been detected in a commercial setting in the state, leading to a halt in all poultry related events and sales. The H5N1 virus has been a concern since 2003, with over 400 fatalities worldwide and a recent death in Louisiana. David Brooks, a New York Times columnist, commented on President Joe Biden's warning about an emerging oligarchy in the U.S., noting that most billionaires are Democrats. Brooks argued that there are separate oligarchies for both Democrats and Republicans, with the Democrat Party holding significant economic power. He emphasized that the influence of billionaires is bipartisan, contrary to Biden's implication that it is primarily associated with Republicans. The Washington Post acknowledges that President elect Donald Trump has already established dominance in Washington, D.C. before his inauguration. The article highlights the stark contrast between his current triumphant return and his previous controversial entry in 2017 and departure in 2020. I'm sorry, 2021. Trump's legal battles are behind him, his approval ratings are high, and the cabinet picks are expected to be confirmed smoothly. Well, that's all for today's evening news wrap up. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this out, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.